Imagine you're living in the 1800s, where there are no gadgets, for example this laptop, or even smartphones, Wi-Fi, or even electricity at home. But don't worry, it's not the age of dinosaurs, right? It's the world of Sherlock Holmes, with polishes in London, pocket watches, and horse-drawn carriages. People didn't just write letters by hand, they also did math by hand. Think about how hard it would be to do square roots or even logarithms without a calculator. And in that same century, while others were busy doing math on paper, my role model was imagining a machine that could solve problems on its own. Ada Lovelace was her name. Yes, I am Alethea and Ada Lovelace is my role model. A long time ago, in the early 1800s, women were expected to stay at home, play the piano, and be polite. But there was one woman who dared to be different. Her name was Anne Isabella Milpay. She loved mathematics. She then married a famous poet named Lord Byron, a man full of imagination, creativity, and dramatic ideas. Together, they had a baby girl named Ada Lovelace, a child born from two worlds, her mother's logic and her father's imagination, a combination in harmony that made Ada truly extraordinary. When Ada was only 17, she received an invitation from a famous inventor named Charles Babbage. He was known as the father of the computer. He was working on a strange and mysterious machine made out of gears, metal, and wheels. He called it the analytical engine. While most people only saw a noisy box, something that could only do math. But Ada, she saw something far more magical than that. She imagined that one day machines could follow instructions. So, Ada began writing. Line by line, she explained how the machine could follow steps, repeat actions, and make choices, which are now what we call as loops and conditional statements. In 1843, Ada's notes were published. But even though Charles Babbage's machine was never built, Ada's notes became the foundation of what we now call as coding. But it had to wait 100 years before becoming real. Thanks to Alan Turing, who used Ada's notes to design one of the first modern computers. It helped decode the Enigma, the secret code used during World War II, and helped save millions of lives. From Ada Lovelace, I've learned three things. First, be brave, even when the world says you can't. Second, be creative. Let your imagination and logic work together. And third, be patient, because great ideas take time to shine. Ada Lovelace, just like her name, she loved both logic and art. And so do I. I love both coding and drawing. I still remember last May when I went to Qatar for an international coding finals. Standing there in that huge and beautiful hall among hundreds of kids and teens from 30 different countries, I suddenly thought about Ada. I imagined how proud she'd be to see many young people, especially girls, creating technology and turning imagination into a reality. Thank you, Ada Lovelace, and thank you all for being here with me.